glad to have you with us from Kenan Stadium in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the North Carolina Tar Heels. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
I caught up with the Cardinals head coach before the game. They are focused on really being productive in the red zone here today. That's been a strength of theirs all season because they have the best running back potentially in school history. He is on pace to break the school single-season rushing touchdown record today. So when they get to the red zone, I expect them to feed him the ball, make sure that he can dominate at the line of scrimmage and get down in history with another rushing touchdown today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Moving the pocket, it's Edwards. Grabs it in the middle. Still on his feet at the 45. Running free. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UNC! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Snap on first down, wants to throw. In the backfield, it's Brown. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Well, look, I know this guy's not the biggest running back in college football, but boy, is he dangerous, right? He's so shifty. He's hard to bring down. It's a good idea to get him going in the passing game. Put him out in space. Let's see what he can do.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
From the gun, wants to pass. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Fresh set of downs going up top. and it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Come on, alligator arms. I know you're running over the middle of the field, but do your quarterback a favor and just make the play.
They don't need a bunch on second down. They just keep firing. Left side is Skinner. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations.
Makes the catch and he's free. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The give to Brown. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
When you talk Louisville offense, it's Isaac Brown, right? Everything goes through him and his ability to run the football. This guy's a home run hitter, toting the rock, catching the football. He's the guy, David, each and every week defenses have to key in on, and no question this year he is going to be the focal point of this Cardinals offense.
Nobody at the running back spot puts more fear in defenses than Brown. Like, this guy has so much speed. He can make you miss. He erases angles. You saw him several years ago coming as a freshman, just making people look silly. He is that guy. And Braum at the OC spot will call these calls to get him the ball and make sure he can make plays.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They'll go to the air. Max got it on the screen. Turning it on. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, on that third down, the running back did a great job. He set up the screen, caught the ball, turned around, located his blocks downfield so he knew exactly where to go to pick up the first.
Drops back on first down. Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cardinals.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Moves the pocket. It's Edwards. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week, he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, pressure's coming. blasted as he lets it go. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Out wide left, it's Skinner. Perhaps a touchdown saving tackle at the 17. The Cardinals come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Wants to throw on first. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run, because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time.
And he's in. Touchdown, Cardinals!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Working the ground game. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Quarterback keep all over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Look out! Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Touchdown, Louisville! The defense putting points on the board.
One of the things I love about this linebacker, guys, is the versatility. He's not just good against the run. He not only can rush the passer, he can cover as well. Great job reading the QB's eyes, plucks the football out of the air, and he's not going down. He's not running out of bounds. He's taking this thing all the way back to the house.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Bringing it out. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The lone back's got it. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Looking to pass, it's Edwards. Extending the play. He's turning it loose into the middle. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a third down.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to take off. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's third down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on third down.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They're looking to throw on second and short. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Sells the run, wants to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And it's not a surprise who they gave the football to. When you get down in this area, they're going to call his name. The physical back, they're going to give him the football. They're going to use their identity of physicality and run game down here in the red zone.
Keep it on the ground. It's Brown. He's not quite going to get there, and they'll turn it over on downs as the defense stops him a few yards short.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll ride him again. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 20. It's a first down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on the counter. On the move at the 30. Finding some room. The 40. The 30. The 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the points came courtesy of that 80-yard run to the house. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Pass to 6. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. That holding call backs him up 10. It's now 1st and 20. Sells the run, looking to pass. The throw. Right side, it's Foley. Fighting off the defender. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
2nd and long here. Hand off for Brown. He's past the sticks. At midfield, he's got room. Maybe some room here. And he takes it all the way down to the 26-yard line. This is an explosive attack, and that last big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 26. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side, it's McCoy. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. A give to Brown. Stopped right there. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He's bringing it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Out wide right, it's Thurman. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Hand off, Isaac Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. And it's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
And guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Again, it's Brown. They put the brakes on him at the 21-yard line, short of the line to gain, and now field goal or go for it on 4th. Timeout taken here by the offense. 5 seconds showing on the clock. He'll have an opportunity to put up points, either throwing to the end zone or maybe trying to field goal here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, thanks. Welcome into the Week 11 version of the EA Sports College Football Update Show as we inch closer to bowl season. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels taking on the number 5 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's Ole Miss chasing a 6th straight victory today. This team is a snowball rolling downhill, just adding momentum with every new week. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Got room at the 35. Sprinting away. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Cardinals. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
North Carolina, 14.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Leaves it in his belly. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got out of trouble and throws. Right side, it's Ship. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Yeah, I think if you're on offense right now, you're thinking, I don't know if our defense can stop them. They couldn't do it the last drive out. We're down a lot on the scoreboard right now, so we need to score touchdowns every time we have the ball. That was a big play for them, but they got to cap this thing off.
Hand off from the shotgun. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Drops back. It's Edwards. Gets it to the back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll pull it down and run. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Makes a grab past the marker. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. On the option. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Turns it upfield. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. Got to make the play on 4th. Finds him out of the backfield. How about that tackle to stop him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Kept it on the ground. Now they'll throw. Out wide left, it's Brown. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And finally getting home and getting the sack. This quarterback, his jersey's not even dirty. We're in the second half. We're behind. We've got to find a way to create some momentum plays. That's step 1.
They'll run Isaac Brown to the right. There he goes. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Really nice play call there on 2nd and long by the offensive coordinator. He was able to get a lot of that yardage back by running the football, and now, of course, it sets up a 3rd and manageable situation.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Motion from the wideout. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Left side is Richardson. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
There's some room. Enough to move the chains. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And obviously, this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
And the Cardinals back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Tells the run, wants to pass. Reels it in. Across the 25, he's got room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
Could not make his way to the corner.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
2nd down to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll get rid of it. Out wide right, it's McCoy. Now the connection takes it to the 11. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Hard running there. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keep it on the ground. Run ends there.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. Desperately looking. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Dead center perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll run it. Plows through the defense. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. And the Tar Heels moving quickly to the line. Give to the back. Crosses the 40. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. 1st down, 10 yards to go.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the 4th quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
To the air, it's Edwards. Fires left. Finds his man. It's Thurman. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Looking to throw again. On the move. On the run, fires downfield. It's dropped after taking the hit.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Uncorks it. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the 4th quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. He'll try to do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Under pressure. Got his man on the stop.
Nice job recognizing the route defensively there. As soon as that ball was thrown, that defender knew exactly who it was going to, and he was able to make the tackle at the perfect time. No gain on that one.
Rush right in his face. Lets it fly. And here's the third interception of the night. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Finds his tight end. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Third and long right here. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
First down, right back to Brown. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Turning it on. Finally brought down, but what a play not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. First and goal from the 10. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They'll run the screen. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Touchdown, North Carolina! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before.
And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Hand off for Brown. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long.